Welcome friends, my name is Sagar Deshmukh. I am from ICWM College. So today we'll start with our second lecture of surveying 1. Today in this lecture we'll see what is the definition of surveying. After that we'll see what are the objectives of surveying, and later on we'll discuss regarding the importance of surveying, and we'll also discuss about the principles of surveying. So let's start with the definition of surveying. In the first lecture I have told you that every survey is carried out in 3 steps, or three major steps are important in every surveying. The first step is that to collect the data. In the second step we do the analysis of the collected data, and in the third step we'll represent this analyzed data in meaningful form of results. So these are the 3 main steps which we are going to perform in the surveying. So let's start how this engineering survey is carried out, or what is the definition of the surveying. The branch of civil engineering in which relative positions of points on, near or below the earth is determined with the help of linear and angular measurement, that is called surveying. So basically we are determining the positions of points. Determining positions of points with the help of the linear and angular measurements. So this is what surveying is. So how these 3 steps are followed in this engineering survey. First of all, we'll collect the ground data by taking the measurements on ground. After that, we'll do the necessary interpretation or analysis for on the collected data, so as to obtain the required distances, or distances that may be linear or angular. And after that we'll represent this analyzed data in the form of plan, map, or we may tabulate that analyzed data, and we'll store this data on some paper. So this is what we are doing in surveying. Next we'll see the objectives of surveying. So I need to check whether you have got the definition of surveying or not. I once again repeat the definition. It is the branch of civil engineering in which the relative position of points on, near or below the earth is determined with the help of linear and angular measurements. So now we'll see what are the objectives of the surveying. First of all, we'll see why we are learning this subject of surveying. We are learning this subject of surveying because for every project which we are going to perform in civil engineering, we need some ground data for the execution. So that data may be used for example, estimating. That data may be used for selecting suitable soil, suitable site. So for many purposes like this, we require this data. So that's why surveying is important in civil engineering. Now we'll see what are the objectives of surveying. Objective, meaning of objectives in Marathi is उद्देश. सर्वेइंगचे उद्देश काय, तर मेन उद्देश सर्वेइंगचे काय आहेत तर ते बघूत आपण आता. तर फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आपण म्हणू शकतो, सर्वेइंग मध्ये आपण काय करतोय, टू लोकेट द पॉइंट्स, द रिलेटिव्ह पोझिशन्स ऑफ पॉइंट. तर पॉइंट्सच्या रिलेटिव्ह पोझिशन्स लोकेट करणे हे एक सर्वेइंगचा उद्देश आहे. टू प्रिपेअर मॅप और प्लॅन. This can be considered as a second objective of surveying. Then next objective of surveying is to uh, measure the distance between objects. One can also say that the objective may be to measure the area according to the project. To measure the area of any land, any given land. Okay, to measure the area. So these are the objectives. Now you can add some more objective depending upon the need of project. So I have just listed some of the main objectives of surveying. Okay, so these are the objectives of surveying. उद्देश, सर्वेइंगचे उद्देश. तर हे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह आहेत. ठीक आहे. यानंतर आपण बघू नेक्स्ट, व्हॉट आर द प्रिन्सिपल्स ऑफ सर्वेइंग. Principles of surveying. So principles of surveying. Now we'll see principles. Okay, so there are two principles of surveying. First one, and which is very popular or most important principle of surveying, is to work from whole to part. And the second principle is to locate a new station with at least two measurements from relatively fixed points. So these are the two principles of surveying, in which first is to work from whole to part, and the second one is to locate a new station with at least two measurements from relatively fixed and permanent points. So these are the principles of surveying. So these are the main rules on based on which we are performing every survey. So these rules are told to us or given to us in order to minimize the errors or to do the work of surveying efficiently. तर आता हे रूल्स आपल्याला कशा प्रकारे फायदेशीर ठरतात, तर टू वर्क फ्रॉम होल टू पार्ट म्हणजे काय, तर आपण हे बघू. वर्क फ्रॉम होल टू पार्ट म्हणजे काय, जर आपल्याला एखादा एरिया मेजर करायचा असेल तर आपण त्याच्या पूर्ण पार्ट करून त्याच्या एका भागापर्यंतचे मेजरमेंट घेत जातो आपण. मीन्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल डिक्लेअर ऑल द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ द एरिया. First of all, we'll measure the boundary, and later on we'll go in details, or we'll measure the parts. Means we are moving from whole to part. Why this rule of going from or working from whole to part is adopted? Because when we are going from whole to part, for example, if suppose I have to measure this area. There are number of plots in this area. So first of all, what I have done, I have fixed the boundaries of this plot, and later on I have divided this total area in two parts. After that, I have divided this two house into two equal parts again. So I have subdivided these parts, okay, like this. Then I have divided this total area in two horizontal parts. So now I have got the four plots here. So I have to total I have got 8 plots. So how I have measured? First of all, I have fixed the boundaries of this area, and later on I have divided these plots. Okay, now if suppose I have made a mistake of 10 centimeter in measuring this side, I have measured this side with error of 10 centimeter. So what will happen after, when I will divide this length in two halves? So this error of 10 centimeter will get distributed in this two halves, means this half part and this half part. It will get distributed. So this half length will have error of 5 centimeter. Okay, and this half part will have error of 5 centimeter. Now if I have divided this part in two halves again, so the error in this side will be of 2.5 centimeter. So what is happening here, the error which is of 10 centimeter in this side is getting what you call minimized or distributed through the length. So the accumulation of result is not accumulation of errors is not happening here. The error is getting getting divided when we are moving towards the part. Now if suppose same plot is measured by part to whole method in the second case, so now what will I do? I will first of all measure this side of corner plot. Okay, and later on I have made first of all I have made this measured this side. After that I have measured second plot, means I have first of all I have measured this plot and plotted on the sheet. After that I have measured this one. Likewise I have measured all the 4 plots in the series, and I have completed total measurement. Now if suppose I have made an error of say 5 centimeter in measuring this side, now what will happen? I will carry same error in the measurement of this side. I will also carry the same error in measurement of this side. So as I will reach this total length, this error will not get minimized. Rather it will be accumulated and the error will be multiplied. So at the end of measurement of this total length, I will have some larger error than which I have which I had done while measuring this length. So that's why we follow the principle of measuring every measurement from whole to part. So our conclusion is that while measuring the or while doing survey from whole to part, we reduce the error. If we work from part to whole, it will accumulate the error or it will multiply the error, and that will be again dangerous for our measurement. So that's why the best way to work on the survey field is to measure the measure from or to work from whole to part. So this is our first principle. Now we'll move towards the second principle, that is to locate a new station with at least 2 measurements from relatively fixed point. Now this principle explains that for locating any new point, suppose these are A and B points which are fixed and which are known to us, relatively fixed and permanent point on the ground. So first of all I will tell you what are the relatively fixed and permanent points. If suppose you are surveying on particular ground, one can consider the poles of electricity, one permanent structure which will be there in future, means according to our approximate estimate. So these structures or these benchmarks can be considered as a relatively fixed and permanent point. Now these are we'll suppose that A and B are relatively fixed and permanent points. Okay, now we have to locate a new point in this side. So to locate new point C, we should have two measurements of C from either of these 2 points or from these 2 points. Okay. So if suppose I know length of AC, which is 10 centimeter, and I also know angle ABC, which is 30 degree. So I can locate point C, because I can take a length AC, suppose like this. I will make a mark of 10 centimeter circle arc here on ground, and after that I will take this angle with some angle measuring instrument, which will be of so this is our 30 centimeter 10 centimeter. This will not, it will be like this, this arc will be like this. Okay, so here I will draw once again A and B point. If I know this length 10 centimeter and this angle, so if suppose B is here, I know ABC angle, this is 30 degree. So by taking this two measurement I can locate new station C. आता माझ्याकडे दोन मेजरमेंट होते, कोणते? AC ही 10 सेंटीमीटर आहे हे मला माहित होतं, आणि हा अँगल सुद्धा माहित होता. तर मग मी हे सी पॉइंट ए आणि बी च्या रिस्पेक्ट मध्ये हा सी पॉइंट लोकेट करू शकतो. तसंच जर समजा आपल्याकडे दुसरे दोन मेजरमेंट आहेत, समजा माझ्याकडे ए आणि हा ए पॉइंट आहे, हा बी पॉइंट आहे, माझ्याकडे लेंथ AC आणि BC आहे, तर मग मी काय करेल, आता सपोज AC 10 सेंटीमीटर आहे, BC 20 सेंटीमीटर आहे, तर मी काय करेल, हा AC चा एक 10 सेंटीमीटरचा आर्क इथे मार्क करून घेईल, त्यानंतर BC चा एक आर्क असा मार्क करून घेईल, ह्याचा बायसेक्शन पॉइंट म्हणजे C पॉइंट असेल. तर असं आपण हा C पॉइंट फाइंड आउट करू शकतो. म्हणजे काय, इथे मला एक लेंथ आणि एक अँगल माहित होता तर मी C लोकेट केला, इथे मला दोन लेंथ माहित होती तेव्हा पण मी C लोकेट केला. जर समजा माझ्याकडे दोन अँगल असतील, समजा हा A पॉइंट आहे, हा B पॉइंट आहे, ए आणि बी पॉइंट, मला जर हा अँगल माहित असेल, हा समजा 30 डिग्री आहे, हा मला माहिती आहे, आणि हा 40 डिग्री हा मला माहिती, मी हे अँगल दोन्ही ग्राउंडवर घेतल्यानंतर ह्या दोन लाईनचा जो बायसेक्शन किंवा इंटरसेक्शन पॉइंट जो असेल तर तो C असेल. ओके, सो in this case also I can I can locate point C on the ground. Means what we need, basically we need at least two measurement to locate new station. So that is what our second principle of surveying is. To locate a new station we require at least two measurements from relatively fixed and permanent points. So this is the second principle of surveying. So till now we have discussed regarding the definition of surveying, objective of surveying. After that we have discussed the principles of surveying. In the next lecture we'll see what are the classifications of surveying, how these classifications have been done. After that we'll move towards the methods of measurement by chain. So we'll quickly revise what we have studied in this lecture, and we'll finish with this lecture. So first of all we'll see what is the definition of surveying. Surveying is the branch of civil engineering in which relative positions of points on, near or below the earth is determined with the help of linear and angular measurements. So this is the definition of surveying. तर ह्याच्यामध्ये आपण काय करतोय, ग्राउंडवरच्या पॉइंट्सचे पोझिशन्स आपण फिक्स करतोय विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू सम फिक्स पॉइंट. तर ह्यांची पोझिशन फिक्स करताना आपल्याला कोणते मेजरमेंट घ्यायचे, लिनियर आणि अँग्युलर मेजरमेंट. तर हे मेजरमेंट आपण नंतर पुन्हा प्लॅन बनवण्यासाठी, मॅप बनवण्यासाठी, एरिया मेजर करण्यासाठी, अशा वेगवेगळ्या पर्पजेससाठी यूज करणार आहोत. तर आता आपण सध्याला सर्वेइंगचे बरेचसे ऍप्लिकेशन बघू शकतो, जे आपल्याकडे मॅप बनलेले असतात, किंवा एखादा आपल्याला समजा सुपरस्ट्रक्चर कन्स्ट्रक्ट करायचंय किंवा एखादं स्ट्रक्चर कन्स्ट्रक्ट करायचंय, तर त्या स्ट्रक्चर साठी जी फिजिबल लँड किंवा त्याच्यासाठी फेवरेबल लँड आपण जर सिलेक्ट करायचं असेल फॉर एक्झाम्पल रिझर्वायरसाठी, तर आपल्याला ग्राउंड डेटा रिक्वायर्ड असतो, तर तो ग्राउंड डेटा सुद्धा आपल्याला ह्या सर्व्हिंगमध्येच प्रिपेअर करावा लागतो. ओके, सो these are the applications of surveying. After that we have discussed about objectives of surveying, and after that we have discussed the principles of surveying. So this is what we have studied in this lecture. So we'll meet in the next lecture for learning the classification of surveying. So thank you.